Today, more than ever before, education is playing an important role in the teaching of children. The school has become a vital part of every community, drawing children from every walk of life.
Off to school, George.
Eager to take advantage of its opportunities. Emerging from their sheltered confines, fitting easily into the habits of the student. Coming from far and near, struggling toward an education, whetting their appetites for knowledge, forming friendships for the future. Childish energy lets nothing stand in its way. In their tiny hands, they hold the future. The person upon whose capable shoulders rests the responsibility for their education is that unsung hero, the teacher. He must be fair, honest, understanding, and intelligent.
I want to talk to you today about being aggressive and bold. There's nothing in the Bible that tells us to be timid and shy and fearful. Actually, the Bible says God did not give us a spirit of fear. God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind.
Did everybody have a good weekend?
Yes. I'm still figuring it out.
I can safely say my weekend went well except for one thing, and that was because Brett Michaels sent home my favorite stripper from the bus, and her dad just died. So it was a little horrible. I mean, her father just died, and she had to leave the show, and it was, I don't know if anybody watches the Brett Michaels Rock and Love Bus show. All right, once again, I wanted to loosen up a little because we're short on time. I like to write my name and tell you I'm Mr. Dixon, so I was going to do a little hangman. But we'll just go right by it. My name is Mr. Dixon, that's what you can call me, as long as I'm up here, okay? I have pages in the Bryant book, 422, 423, and 424, addressing combating vocabulary difficulties. And also I'm going to give you a little insight on the anti-inclusion side of things, because we've all been just going over the special needs and inclusion and bringing kids in. I'm going to give you the other anti-inclusion kind of view. And then we're going to go over the Dixon Civic Recovery Classroom, which is what you see in front of you. It's a lesson plan that I came up with in my... in the ditto before you, that I came up with and got A in my diversity class. And first, when I looked at here, there's an impressive amount of research that had been done to determine levels of vocabulary between beginning and good readers, which I found kind of interesting. Also, in order to increase comprehension, kids must be taught in-depth word knowledge, which we all talked about a little earlier. With Rick and just about everybody here, we're talking about vocabulary, so we're talking about breaking words down and getting down to the core. I mean, even to the Latin of a word to get a kid to understand it. Finally, there are 4 separate teaching methods suggested to combat difficulties in vocabulary. If you find yourself facing a student with those problems, you can bookmark page 424 to reference that. And that's about all I had to say about what was in the book. Like I said, it is a Bible or a reference. And if you run across a kid that's got a vocabulary problem, write that down. You can go back to it. There are interesting ways on how to attack different words and use them in different sentences to get kids to understand vocabulary. I'm going to step out the box again, as I know everybody likes to do, and start out with these 3 words. All right? As of lately, after sitting in this class and all the classes I've been in, I'm kind of thinking maybe I'm in the wrong class. Maybe I'm on the wrong road. Maybe I'm in this class for all the wrong reasons. Kind of ask yourselves, what could be tormenting Mr. Dixon? Ask yourself that, Rich.
Ask myself
Yes.
what might be
What might be tormenting Mr. Dixon?
Okay. I'm doing
Like I said,
that.
a lot of you, some of you have been taking these EDU classes with me, and I'm not against the education of special children, and I don't have any kind of outlook that would brand me some kind of bigotrous, hate-filled male, but I don't know about you, but every single class I've just been peppered with special needs, special needs, special needs. It's almost like it's out of control. In this class, I expect to see it, I expect to hear it. But if you remember your other classes, I mean, I don't remember anything about normal children. And I don't want to offend anybody by using that term now, of normal children. Are you okay, Johnny? Are you hungry? We've been through this before. Is it too quiet or loud in here for Susie? Is your dad still drinking? Are you still really nervous, Becky? Would you like a Valium? Who's allergic to peanut butter again? And has your mother dropped the charges against me, Tommy? Is it all really that scary? Is it that bad? The book, these people, these authors, they just keep telling us it's going to be really worth it. Your chest, the reward's going to be awesome. But man, the doom and gloom of teaching, it's going to be horrible. I'm not here to study to be a psychiatrist, a social worker. I'm not here to study to be a big brother, a lawyer, or a nutritionist. I'm here to be a teacher. I have it. They want it. And I got to figure out how to give it to them. Simple, right? They don't want to make it that simple for you. But for every action, there's a reaction. And I want you to think about that, because it's not just basically a Chuck Norris thing. All right? When you do something, something else happens to it. For every action you do in your life, there's a reaction. As we destroy structure and discipline, we cause a reaction. We soften kids, and then we soften our future. They don't leave home. They need constant support. They get eaten up in the harsh world from day one when they hit it. Our newfound quest for fairness at any cost does cost some kids something. Again, I bring up normal kids if that bothers anybody.
Well, what's normal? Would you tell me, please?
Normal, I
don't know.
Normal, that's what I'm saying, is there's so many different things. I mean, if you ask me, all kids have special needs. Go ahead.
Yeah, there you go.
Normal kids would be the kids that don't have to go to the special room.
All right, well, what we're talking about, and we've been really pushing, is putting these, I don't mind having, if a kid has a vocabulary problem, and we're going to go over this, that I've showed you how I'm going to combat that, up to kids that are helpable within a certain amount of degree of it, when you've got deaf children, you need someone who's someone who speaks and can translate to deaf kids in your classroom. You get that beyond that realm of special needs, deaf, blind. We mentioned Johnny being in a wheelchair after an accident with brain damage. Trust me, if Johnny's in a wheelchair and he's got brain damage, Johnny needs to accept his fate. He needs to stay home, get better, and he missed a year. Because it just seems to me like, think about it. He said brain damage, right? He's in a wheelchair. I'm not going to worry about him getting through his geometry. I'm going to hope that he's home and gets together. And if he has to eat that year, then that's just the fate
But
of
it's
what
the
happens.
socialization that he's missing out. We have a student like that right now. And the aide that's working with him is so frustrated because he's, like, out of 10 days, he's been there 6. He's almost missed half of that time.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason that it's good for him to be there is the only social experience he gets, and the kids speak to him in the hallway, and he got a mohawk haircut with a pompadour. And after having sort of bushy red hair, and it's just good for his spirit. Now he may never, and it frustrates the aide because she wants him to be successful. You're exactly right. He can't be successful at anything right now, other than trying to get to school and being there regularly. And he's trying as hard as he can.
Right. We're trying to be fair, and our attempt to be fair is costing a normal kid who has needs, but not these special needs we've been pushing about. If anybody goes, I don't think I've heard one lesson about normal children in three education classes. I didn't think about it. Now, I'm in a diversity class. It's not about diversity. I'm in an introduction class. I don't know what that was about. And all I kept hearing about was special needs. And finally, I found some of the straightforward, no-nonsense talk in the topics about encasing homosexuality and transgender students in a special needs cloak of protection. Well, I'm going to be teaching 7th and 8th grade, and just the thought of bringing that up to a child in 7th grade offends my my Christian son, brother, husband, father, neighbor, coach, and American citizen sensibilities.